get the second half underway. Arsenal with a substitute on, Eddie McGoldrick on for Alan Smith, who certainly appeared to injure a right foot in the last 5 minutes of that astonishing first half. Smith, of course, the scorer of the opening goal after only 2 minutes that really got the ball rolling for the Gunners here tonight. Here's Winterburn. Back to Seaman.
Hi, Mum.
Davis. Pista. Sconti. Geno. First he has to get past Winterburn. Supported there by Campbell. Good little ball there for Selly. Here's McGoldrick and then Merson. Dixon. Forward to Paul Merson. His first touch betrayed him there. Liege get possession again with their skipper Ellis. Now Pista. All the Liege can hope for is a degree of respectability in the second half. Hasselman beaten for the ball though by Adams. Campbell takes it up. Ellis gets there first though. Adams has taken a bit of a knock at the other end of the field, but soldiering on as Ellis plays the ball over to Leonard. George Graham down there alongside Stuart Houston. Dixon with a throw. McGoldrick. Flick with the right boot. Merson has had a terrific game. Into the action here again. A little touch inside for Dixon this time. But Dixon's pass goes away for the throw to Standard Liège. Liège, who beat Cardiff on an aggregate of 8-3 in the first round, while Arsenal were disposing of the Danish side, Odense, on an aggregate of 3-2. Merson, little touch down there for Jensen. Is this the moment? No, he's never scored for Arsenal. And that goal just won't come. Causes a smile every time, I think, amongst the Arsenal staff whenever John Jensen tries and doesn't quite succeed. Ellis for Standard. Wilmot coming very deep indeed. Cruz. Hasselman holding off Jensen. Keown threading it through to Jensen, having made the interception. Selly. Merson, and now Dixon. McGoldrick on for Smith, remember. Merson again. McGoldrick ready to make the little dart down the right flank. Oh, he's done well, Eddie McGoldrick. And again, Jensen tries, and that time it was on target, but that time Muneron made a great save. A little smile there from the Dane. Still can't find the net for Arsenal. Davis. Arsenal so dominating the night. As I told you, quite a number of home fans leaving even before half-time. And here's Dixon looking to create more damage here. Pulls it back, almost got it into the path of McGoldrick. And just a little touch away by a Belgian defender saved the day for them. In goes Jensen. Can't hold up Visconti. Wilmots, and now Gersons. He's got Asselman away on this right-hand side. Winterburn coming to close him down. He's played a good ball in this time to Ehlers. Now to Van Rooij. The Dutchman's got a good left foot on him. Well taken, though, by Seaman. Got across his goal very quickly indeed. Just a slight fumble there, but never any real danger. Long, Adams gets there, touches it back, but this time it goes for the corner. Taken by Patrick Asselman. And about 4 or 5 of the Standard Liège players on the edge of the box waiting to launch themselves, really attack the ball on this one. With Visconti's shot going way over the top, and a goal kick for Arsenal. Dixon gets it forward, Selly right forward there. Cruz. Smith off the field, Merson playing the central role with McGoldrick on the right, Campbell on the left. Merson coming in there, trying to challenge and attack Pista. Campbell. Winterburn. Jensen, touch through. McGoldrick giving it away, though. Asselman to Wilmots. Get it through to Van Rooij. Geno, the young fullback. Cruz. Van Rooij shot, again taken almost casually there by David Seaman. Goldrick down the flank, there's Merson. Campbell coming up quickly, Selly's coming up quickly too. Goal kick. Few long faces on that Standard bench. Ehlers, right for Geno. Kieran's kick. Winterburn. Merson. Good play by Campbell. Here's McGoldrick. Good fluid movement again from this Arsenal side. Can McGoldrick get the cross in? No, he was shoved out of the way there by Ehlers, the Standard captain. Gersons. And a free kick to the Belgian Cup winners. Pfister. Hasselmann. Falls for Winterburn. Merson. Bringing McGoldrick into it. Dixon's gone outside him. Merson's gone through the middle. Jensen. Oh, that flag was a long time coming up for an offside against Paul Merson.
Yeah.
Visconti to Ehlers. Leonard, number 3, with a left foot cross towards Wilmots. And in the end, Winterburn quite content to give away the corner. Taken by Hasselmann. Deep one, Seaman's good catch. Winterburn, Keown. Davis. Merson. There aren't many balls that he put wrong tonight, but that gives the throw to Liege. Ehlers finding Hasselmann. Quickly challenged by Winterburn. Geno's there too. The header from Campbell goes to Hasselmann. There's his cross. Seaman again. So assured with his handling. Dixon. Now some space for John Jensen. Merson's pulled away on this side. That wasn't a very good ball by Jensen. It put Davis in all sorts of trouble, but Selly picks it up again, and McGoldrick can't keep it in. Comes Wilmots. Hasselmann, Geno. That was a good bit of movement too by the Belgians. They win a corner off Kevin Campbell. Ehlers forward, Cruz is forward. Leonard also is forward. It's Van Roy taking this one, left foot. It'll be curling in towards David Seaman. A little deeper than they wanted. In any case, there was a shove on John Jensen, giving Arsenal the free kick in their own penalty area. Merson. Davis. Burn. Ehlers. Geno. Finding Leonard. Cross coming in towards Wilmots. Winterburn ducking in, knocking the header back safely to David Seaman. Seaman returns the compliment at the feet of Nigel Winterburn. Here's Tony Adams, scorer of Arsenal's 3rd goal. Hasselman taking the ball from Visconti. Can he get the better of Adams? He can. Still with Hasselman, but Adams came back again. Looked to be a shove on Davis there. Geno. Van Rooij. There's a foul on him then. Now there might be a bit of defending for Arsenal to do. Cruz is very adept at curling free kicks. So Arsenal, if they want to keep a clean sheet, need to be very wary right now. And indeed it's Cruz, the number 5, who's over this free kick. Seaman knows all about curling free kicks, Ronald Koeman fashion. Well, Cruz is a similar merchant, but this time without the accuracy, without the turn, and it's a goal kick. Really sums up Standard's night. Jensen. Davis. Been in terrific form through that midfield, Davis and Selly and Jensen. And Merson has been absolutely magnificent. Merson again, been everywhere, finding Winterburn. Jensen knocking it wide. Dixon with some space to exploit here. There's his cross, but it's not a good one. Munaron can let it go. It's a... oh, he didn't go out of play. Campbell can keep it going. Merson again. Curled in. Selly was right up there. Hasselman, Arsenal's throw. Jensen, Adams. Davis, up to McGoldrick. Dixon. Goldrick again. It's Wilmots. Goosens there with him as well. This is Hasselman out on the right-hand side. Poor cross. A few derisive whistles from Standard supporters for that one. In the meantime, McGoldrick's making good progress down the right flank. Playing the ball inside here now for Paul Davis. Winterburn. Yes, there was a shove on Adams by Michael Goossens. A free kick to Arsenal. Coming towards the 20-minute mark of the second half. Still 4-0 here in Belgium tonight. 7-0 for Arsenal on aggregate. Geno with a header. Davis might well get there first, does so. Campbell clipping it in to Merson. Merson with a good touch there for Davis. It's Campbell. Jensen's gone up ahead of him, but that wasn't the ball that Arsenal wanted, and Campbell giving it away, and Geno can take up the charge, but Wilmot's caught well offside. McGoldrick. And Lee Dixon. Selly, and a throw to Standard Liege. Standard supporters remain stunned. And all the joyful noise at the moment is coming from Arsenal's fans, something like 1,500 of them. Pista with the free kick for Standard. Caught Keown a little unawares there, but Davis with a header safely back to Seaman. Visconti. Wilmot's getting it back. Leonard playing it into Pista. Not quite cut out though by Davis. And Van Roy finding Asselman. Ball played in early, and Adams did very well indeed, stretching out those long legs. There was just that risk of an own goal, but Adams knew exactly what he was doing. Behind for the corner, but a good move by the Belgians. And here they are with a corner. Asselman will take it. Adams, who'd conceded it, gets it away, helped by McGoldrick. And Selly caught jumping at an opponent, a free kick to Standard Liège. Van Roy. Leonard. In once more towards Asselman for Liège. Tucked down nicely here. Vista trying to get the ball through. Adams. Geno was in there. Goossens is in there now. Goossens. Great work. Terrific goalkeeping there by David Seaman. For a moment it looked as though the ball was beyond him, but he pounced and held on to it. And Standard Liège were denied again. Goossens. Excellent work by Seaman. Davis's ball and a free kick for Arsenal. Winburn forced back this time. Adams there. Oh, and a slip at the crucial moment. Goossens is in, but Dixon and Keown can take charge of it. It's Dixon who gets it back. Seaman who knocks it out again to the full-back, and Arsenal on the move again. Halfway through the second half. 4-0 here tonight, 7-0 on aggregate over the two legs. In the end came off the Belgian player, and a little bit of dissent shown there, I think, by Visconti, and that's a yellow card. Yes, Visconti it was. Well, that's one of the most stupid yellow cards. Why argue over a throw-in when you're already 4-0 down? Seaman's long clearance up towards Kevin Campbell. It might bounce on for Merson, but Standard get it away again with Geno. Not very effectively. A throw to Arsenal. Steve Bould and David Hillier both warming up for Arsenal. They've already got one sub on, of course, McGoldrick, on for Alan Smith. Cruz hitting it forward. Knocked on well. Wilmots may get there. No, once again, Seaman was first.
Gunner. Can't afford to phone up, love, but I'm here.
Pointer on.
Missing Emma.
Hasselmann. Hits Davis with it. Davis knocked out of the way by Geno. The ball rebounds though to Hasselmann. The cross comes in. Keown is behind it. And Davis in the end gets it away. Davis, Campbell, Selly, didn't quite know where it was, but the ball fell for him in the end. He certainly knew where Visconti was. It runs to McGoldrick, then for Dixon, cut out again by Leonard. Came off Merson. McGoldrick. It's gone round his man beautifully. There's the cross coming in towards Merson! Well, if anybody deserved a goal tonight, it was Paul Merson. And that's Arsenal's fifth, and they lead 8-0. And Standard have never beaten an English side in European competition. Over the years, they've lost to Liverpool, to Leeds twice, and to Manchester City, and they're certainly going to lose to Arsenal here. Merson with number 5. Say that Arsenal, having scored 4 in the first half, and I mean, indeed, it could easily have been double that, hadn't really made a clear chance for themselves at all in the second half, but now they have. They've scored from it. It's going to be a goal kick. Geno. Winterburn. Merson. Winterburn brought down by Hasselmann. Free kick to Arsenal. Quarter-finals of the Cup Winners' Cup, of course, come up in March. It does keep the season bubbling along beautifully for Arsenal now. George Graham saying that, in fact, the last 8 potentially in the Cup Winners' Cup, even stronger than in the Champions League. Merson. Paris Saint-Germain amongst them. Real Madrid potentially amongst them. Parma of Italy amongst them. Ajax as well. Back to Keown. Was it 1 goal Arsenal have scored in the last 6 Premiership games? But in the last 2 European games, 8. And that's 8 so far, as Dixon comes forward again. Still a quarter of an hour of this game left in Liege. Leonard. Finding Gersons. Back to Muneron. Tony Adams for Arsenal. Jensen gets it to Merson. Here's Selly. Selly again. This is his first goal for Arsenal. Second one tonight. McGoldrick. Selly again. Merson plays it back to Jensen. Davis. Merson had made a little break through the middle there. That was an awkward ball that Davis played to him, but he still managed to pick it up. Finds Dixon. McGoldrick. And a goal kick. To Cruz. Change of direction there by Keown, gets it safely back again to Seaman. Limited amount of work for Seaman tonight, but he's made two exceptionally good saves, one in each half. Davis. Away goes Merson again, but that really would have been a lost cause. Pista, number 6 for Standard Liège. Rose. Cheno. Davis. It's a free kick for Arsenal. Foul by Asselman. Goes Campbell. There's Jensen. Merson. Dixon. Jensen tucked in just behind him. It's a corner. So forward, Keown and Adams. Dixon comes back. Davis goes across to take it. Arsenal look for goal number 6 on the night. And to be fair, Muneron has not really had a chance with any of them. Davis with a corner for Arsenal then. A little flick back. Adams almost in there again. The back flick, they claim a penalty, but I think that's hoping for a bit too much on a glorious night. McGoldrick. A little touch again for Davis. Kept things moving along nicely through the midfield as Davis. And here's good work by Eddie McGoldrick. And it's another one! And it's Campbell. McGoldrick's work. Campbell right at the end probably got the touch. And Arsenal take the score to 6 and the aggregates to 9. McGoldrick did so well here. Yes, and Campbell just got the touch that mattered. His second goal, Arsenal's 6th. Well, it really is an astonishing night of European football now for Arsenal. Leonard. Visconti. Steve Bold coming on in a moment. Merson. It's another throw to Standard Liège. A little under 10 minutes remaining. I think it's Keown who's coming off. Safe handling again by Seaman. Not only that, a superb throw out that sends Merson racing forward. McGoldrick again. What an amazing goal! Eddie McGoldrick. Sheer simplicity from one end of the field to another. An astonishing goal on a truly astonishing night. McGoldrick's brilliant goal, 7-0, his first for Arsenal, and he could hardly have got it in better style. The keeper had no chance, and Standard Liège have no chance. Great work by McGoldrick, but terrific work by Arsenal from one end of the field to the other as Keown comes off and Steve Bold comes on. It's Arsenal's biggest ever European win now, with an aggregate of 10-0. Now there's a warning that's going right across Europe now. In this Cup Winners' Cup quarter-finals, nobody we want to pitch against Arsenal, no matter who they are, whether they are Paris Saint-Germain, whether they are Real Madrid, whether they are Ajax, whether they are the holders Parma, they'll all want to avoid Arsenal on the evidence of this evening. Steve Bold knocking it forward. And Roy. Standard Liège, who are not a bad side and are a great old club, have surely been taken apart here. McGoldrick knocking it forward. Here's Dixon. My goodness, they're looking for the 8th. But Mooneron's there this time. They've thrown the ball out. There's a Standard Liège player down injured just inside their own half. And while he's getting some treatment, Arsenal giving some treatment to Steve Bold, who's only just this moment come on. Well, this will go down as one of the great nights of European football, not only for Arsenal, but for English clubs as well over many, many years. To come here and take a club like Standard Liège apart, which they've done from the second minute onwards. Guess who they support? What an amazing scoreline. And they say Arsenal can't score goals. And it all started in the second minute. Philippe Leonard can go on as Arsenal sportingly play the ball back to Standard Liège. Man. Bold takes this one. Arsenal coming forward in numbers again. Bold looking for support and finds it with Winterburn. Davis. Jensen. Merson. Winterburn. Exhibition stuff here, and Arsenal are loving it. Bold. For Dixon. Davis. Dixon again. Selly. Jensen. Of course, it would really cap it all Off if John Jensen could get on the score sheet as well. Savage there from behind by Asselman. Bold. Playing it for Adams. Into Davis. About 4 minutes to go. And I figure those 4 minutes can't go quickly enough for the men in white out there at the moment. It's been a night of complete humiliation for Standard Liège, just as it's one of glory for Arsenal. Adams, slight mistake there. Can Seaman get there first? He can. Visconti. It's that straight into the stomach of Jensen. But the game goes on with Ian Selly. McGoldrick. There have been some great moments for Arsenal in this game, but I suppose that last goal by McGoldrick really tops it all off brilliantly. As the moon shines above the stadium here in Liège. Jensen struggling a bit at the moment. You have to keep looking at the scoreboard to convince yourself that it's right. 0-7 it says. 10-0 on aggregate. Arsenal's greatest ever European win. A free kick for Arsenal. A little over 2 minutes left. It's with Lee Dixon. Campbell looking for a hat-trick. Free kick this time for Liège. Back it goes to Munaron from Cruz. Hasselman. It's Dixon. Selly gets it back. High towards Merson. Feet too high by Pista. On Paul Davis. Arsenal's free kick. Tony Adams sliding it towards the touchline to Lee Dixon, trying to get McGoldrick in behind them again. In the end, it's a goal kick. Now played the full 90 minutes. And Winterburn. Back to Seaman. Kick wide to Dixon. McGoldrick. Free kick for the foul on McGoldrick. Tony Adams with it. It'll be Dixon who takes it. easily satisfied here tonight. Arsenal, they've been hunting for goals from that second minute, and Alan Smith put them ahead. Then Selly, then Adams, then Campbell, then Merson, then Campbell, and finally McGoldrick for a 7-0 victory, 10-0 on aggregate. Arsenal's greatest ever European triumph, all without Ian Wright, remember, and a place now in the quarter-finals of the European Cup Winners' Cup. Some goal famine for Arsenal. A terrific performance from them from first to last. 7-0 then, the victory, 10-0 on aggregate.